All right, I am live. I am essentially doing a live stream of my videos that I normally do, except this time it won't be edited and there will not be an intro music or anything. So I'm going to give this a try. It's essentially just a live stream of my ITC research, how I do it without editing. So I'm just going to hop on to Google real quick. I'm not sure how long I'm going to do. It might be an hour, might be 45 minutes, might be 2 hours, might be 3 hours. It all depends. I'm just going to see how it goes. And I just want to see if it's online or check the actual page. So what I'm going to be doing is with the ghost box, I'm going to attempt ITC instrumental transcommunication with unseen entities. And I'm going to be using the PSP7 sum and app called Appy Droid Spirit Box, made by Pugster, and it's available on the Droid phone, and it's also available on the PC using BlueStacks, and that's what I'm going to be using. So I'm just going to be pumping. I have a speaker right here. I'm going to plug the SB7 into that, and also it's connected to the computer, so I can stream the audio from the Appy Droid into my microphone. So hopefully everything's coming up. I'm just going to check the actual, make sure there's like a chat box and stuff. Okay, cool. So I doubt anybody's going to actually be at this event live, but it's up and running if anybody's there. I think I need here. Maybe I should share it on. I'm going to share this real quick on a community I use. Paranormal Chat. It's a good community. I really like it. Thank you, Paraghoster. I appreciate it if you catch this. I appreciate everything you've done, and I look forward to growing with the community and seeing where this crazy train takes us. So, just want to post this real quick onto Google Plus community. Yeah, all right, cool. So I see that's posted. All right, I'm just posting this to a my friendly neighborhood community of paranormal friends, which I've got to know over the past 3 or 4 months now. Oops. And yeah, I really enjoy interacting with you guys. And interacting with everybody through that community has actually inspired me to research more and just keep going. Because you can get stagnant when you're doing this by yourself. At least by the time I actually joined my community that I'm a part of, I had a handful of videos up. I think I had 4 maybe. But interacting with this community has inspired me to create more and check. All right, so I got that posted. All right, cool. All right, so I'm just going to actually focus on ITC. We're going to go right into it. I think I'm going to start off with the Appy Droid. And I'm going to use Bank 2. And I'm got the broadcast hold set at 492. I kind of like it right around there, right around high 400s to 500s. So I've already said my intros to any entities or unseen individuals around me. I like to do that. I decided not to do it on air because, I don't know, it's kind of personal, but I basically asked them, I set out ground rules essentially and let them know what's going to happen. And I've already done that, so hopefully we'll get something going. Oh, I have my K2. I'm going to turn that on. I also have a EM pump made by Southwest Ghost UK, and I'll try that a little bit later on. I'm not gonna use it right off the bat, so let's go ahead and start this. I just want to check the audio. This is my first time doing this, so I just want to make sure the audio is good. My friends, are you around with me?
True. No more.
My name's Rusty. I'm trying to communicate with unseen entities that we believe exist, and I'm trying to find out myself exists.
What is the
My name's Rusty. If there's anyone here with me, can you please tell me your name?
or except
How many of you might be around me right now?
5.
What's up, Hayden? What's up, dude? All right, so here we go. It's my first go in the vein of Paraghoster, Simon, and Southwest Ghost, aka Steve. I'm gonna try this. Hey, can you hear the ghost box? I got all distracted. How many of you might be around me right now, please? I'm good, man. I just decided to go ahead and just try it. I don't know. I put it off for a little bit, but decided got to do it. I want to try to keep the fire going so nobody gets discouraged through what's going on in the background, if you know what I mean. So awesome. Okay, sweet. Let's continue with it then. Got everything going. All right, guys. How are you doing today? I'm got a little distracted talking to some friends. So this is a device that we call an application that we use through this device that we call a computer. And we think you can use the words that are coming through it to actually communicate with us. And that's what we're hoping. This meter up here also might be able to detect you. You see how there's a green light?
So
you can light it up possibly if you get your energies around it. And if you can light it up, we can try to communicate through this as well, through a series of yes or no questions, where you can light up the light once for yes, or twice or more for no, if you want to try that. So if you are around, just try to light that up as well. So let's try seeing if we can get any names again. Can you please tell me your name?
David.
or is this a
I thought I might have heard David, but I'm not sure. Is there a David here?
Sarah?
Interesting. Is there anybody else around? I generally probably have more than one.
We can.
Hey, Chrissy. Thanks for joining my very first live stream. Awesome. Chrissy just joined. Can you guys say Chrissy's name?
And what is
It is.
Hey, Lily.
animals?
Animals. You know, I've wondered about animal spirits. Are there animal spirits? Are they around me?
What you're eating?
Thanks for.
Oh,
Are animal spirits the one that makes scratches on people? I've wondered that. I've wondered instead of demons if it isn't animal spirits that actually are scratching people and we're getting them mixed up.
smart business.
Is that possible? Are they animal spirits? I just heard possible. Did you guys hear that? Crazy. So if it's possible, that means are some people that get scratched by demons?
Buddy.
Well, I'm only wanting to speak with good individuals, as you know, because I already laid out the groundwork for what's going on right now. So I want to speak with good individuals, and I want to try to figure out who you are.
Insurance.
So let's try one more name. My name's Rusty. Can you guys please tell me your name?
Gas.
Lady War.
I don't know. I didn't hear any names. So can you tell me what you used to do before you died, please?
EU.
So we're just trying one way to communicate right now. I'm going to try a few different ways. This is just one way right now. If this isn't working, I apologize. But thank you if it is, because it's hard to hear all the words. Can you tell me, if you are here with me right now, can you tell me what year you were born, please?
Tree.
Mom.
We're trying to figure out if this works. Some of us believe it does, and some of us are still kind of skeptical. And I'm kind of the skeptical one still.
What?
I believe I communicated possibly with you guys. Why are some of the voices quieter?
Minerals.
We have some people in the chat room. I'm going to say their names real quick, and I want to see if you guys can say their name, all right? So, hello, Chrissy. Hello, Hidden. Hello, Lily. Can you guys please say any of their names?
And start.
Are you guys hearing the faint ones? Is that coming through? The quieter voices?
With.
I have to cap.
Has a portal been opened yet? Is that what we need? Do we need to focus on opening a portal to help you guys through?
Hospital.
Here's the way for.
It's
Cooking.
Oh,
Kind of. All right, I don't know if this is working. The energy feels just normal. It doesn't feel any different. See, even though I am still skeptical to a degree, I do notice there's like a feel a little different in the energy. But I don't know. I think it's maybe just because you get warmed up to the process as you go, and it becomes more natural throughout the actual single session that you're having.
will increase.
Yeah, can you guys tell me my age, please?
Just was about to.
Can you guys tell me the age of any of the people that have joined me for the chat? Because we think you can somehow interact with all of us.
C5.
I heard a 3.5. Did you guys hear that? That was my age a couple years ago. Are you saying the age of somebody else in chat? Can you tell me the ages of any of the other ones?
Today with. No.
I'm going to turn on the EM pump for a few minutes to see if this can help maybe open up a portal or create more activity.
Clog stuff.
And I kind of have a theory or gut feeling that corners might act as like an amphitheater to the energy, and maybe help focus it or bounce it.
Do you read?
Here, let's make sure the EM pump's running or working. Yeah, look
What
at
college
that,
is-
picking it up here. So yeah, that's a decent bubble of energy right there. Yeah? Did I hear you? Yeah? Can you feel that? Whoever's with me, can you feel that energy coming from the machine, from this box?
Each and
See, look, that's pretty cool. See how high it goes? So it creates a bubble maybe about that big, out to maybe about here. That's decent strength. We call this an EM pump, and it creates electromagnetic field generated, and we believe that that is what you guys use to help make yourself stronger or utilize that energy to be able to communicate with us. I just turned on one that's giving me a bunch of energy now. Hopefully. Is it working? Can you tell me it's working, please?
Yes.
I heard a yes.
baby.
Did I open up a portal just now? Did this help to open up a portal?
Protect.
I'm protected, don't worry.
Hey, people.
How many of you are around me right now, please?
And you. Ming.
1-800.
1-800.
Place on.
All right, well, I mean, theoretically, there's got to be more than one, probably more than 5 or 10 around me. I'm also going to try an EVP session live because I got a somewhat new microphone. I'm hoping it can pick up this decent. So hopefully that works.
Can figure.
6-1.
How many of you are around me? Is this pulling in more entities, this device?
Yeah.
Is it attracting you?
For
I can like kind of sense the field. It feels different on my side. I don't know if that's from the vibration or the energy. You can touch it, you can feel the vibration, but it's not intense.
Do it.
Do it. Do what? So I put this closer. Where are you trying to communicate? Are you trying to communicate in this big black device here?
From 10 a.m.
Does it help if I put this over here? I wonder if this would be on there.
Practice.
It takes practice, I can imagine. Communicate in general with you guys. Do you know that you're dead? Are you dead?
Odd. Situation.
That's setting off the meter? Oh, yeah. Totally forgot about that. I'm going to turn this off for now. Because if it did open a portal, I mean, I'm sure I pulled something through if something did get pulled through. So I don't want to have it on full blast if that helps to incorporate. Oh, I totally feel a difference. Off. That's so interesting. I've only used it now really twice in a session. This is the second time. Sorry, I mean second. I didn't mean to flip off anybody.
And you also.
Did this device work, you guys? Tell me clearly if it worked.
Okay, for the
I get it.
Militia.
Militia.
This probably.
Were you part of an old militia that was around here at one point?
Oh, battling up.
Boston.
If we
Boston. Are you from Boston? Are you a militant from Boston?
To
Did you die right here, right where I'm sitting?
this is
Lieutenant.
that you got.
Because we have a theory. We have a theory that we may be dealing with residual energy. And residual energy is where it's an imprinted energy in the environment. And if that's the case, then I might be communicating with residual, like a recorded. And I might not even be, I might just be talking to myself. But if you're intelligent, if you are intelligent, we can have a back and forth communication. We can try to further the progress of proving that there's life after death, or there's some other form of evolution or energy or whatever you want to call it. We don't know what it is, honestly.
Sure.
We're really just grasping at straws with what we have right now. So that's why I'm doing this. Are you guys here with me?
Well,
It feels like you are, actually. It feels like things are a little different.
You're right.
Remember, you can light this up as well. We can try to communicate, and this will actually help to prove. Because I guess I forgot to mention this to my friends around here, but I'm recording this with a device that's online that's showing this to the world, or at least a handful of people that can eventually be seen by the world. It's there for the world to see. So if you want to communicate to the world, this is your chance to do it, my friends. Please. This is a momentous moment for you. Especially if you haven't been able to communicate with anybody for a long time. Is there a name of a loved one you'd like me to try to hear? We can try to get information out to a loved one if you'd like.
But it does. 4 years.
Oh, yeah.
But just because
Are you even aware that you're dead? Are you completely unaware that
So
you're
they
dead?
fro-
Is this? Am I telling you this for the first time?
gateway is
Gateway.
Vacant.
So that's what I'm leaning more towards that it isn't. It might be a mix, but I think
Spirits.
it's something spirits. I just heard spirits.
we
Of course. All right, right when I was gonna say maybe not spirits.
To pop.
So you're aware that you're a spirit. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Stop.
Stop. Hey, what's up, UCI? Do I need to stop? I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna be doing this for a little bit longer because I want to try to prove to myself that you guys exist. And hopefully along the line, if I can prove to myself, I might be able to help and maybe help somebody somewhere, somehow.
what?
Did I open up a portal
Force.
by using that device?
Sure. And set. Radio.
From all over.
Up the side.
The other day, I was able. Well, I think it was just yesterday. I was able to get this to light up with friends around, and we think
To be
we
able
might
to-
have used it to communicate. We can try to use it to communicate as well. You
That
can light
works.
it up. If you can light this up and make it flash, we can try to answer yes or no questions. It's another way we can try to communicate.
I'll be in.
If you can light it up once, make it flicker once, we can say that as a yes. And if you can make it light up or flicker more than once, twice or more, we can use that as a no. You want to try to do that? Try to talk to this. You can still try to speak to me as well, vocally, if you can.
No, yo. It's time.
Can you make
Emotional.
it emotional? Are you feeling emotional? Can you use that energy, that emotional energy to light this up? Make it flicker. Just try to make it flicker.
Tonight.
We don't know how it works. To be honest, I'm not even sure if it works.
So
But if you want to try to communicate with me and convince me
Get
that
your-
I am communicating with you, this is a way you can. Okay?
We
finding is. We'll talk.
I'm probably going to do the Apidroid for, I don't know, a little bit more, and then we'll switch it up. Maybe try a different. I got a couple different apps, and as well as my only physical one is the SB7 at this moment. It's my very first one. I still got the plastic on it. I like to do that when I get a new product. Just try to keep it nice as long because it's pretty flimsy. It feels cheap. Feels like it probably only costs $5 to make. Like that's probably what they probably make like 90% markup on it. All right. Well, this device, I can still kind of see if it's working, or people in chat can let me know if it's working. So you can still try to use this, and we can still try to use this for a few more minutes, and we'll switch it up. We'll try something different.
interact.
Interaction. Interact. You're interacting with me. I would imagine that's something that you miss and that you'd like to do.
He's right.
Am I right? It sounds like you said he's right. This is a application is what we call it. It's a computer program. Are you guys aware of computers? Do you know what computers are?
Beverly.
Well, I can't easily explain computers
Aircraft.
in a sentence or two, but it's basically our modern communication device. If you're aware of what a typewriter is, it's similar to a typewriter. But instead of having to wait to send your information, you can send it instantly.
Fifth.
And what we're trying with this device is sweeping through what we call radio, internet radio, and it's catching clips of words. And we think that you're able to use those to communicate with us somehow. Who knows how, but I seem to have received some intelligent responses, because we look for responses that are intelligent in design to our questions. So for instance, if I ask you, what color is the sky? And I hear blue back, that is an intelligent response. So you guys want to try that? What color is the grass?
Or instead.
The
Yo. Talking.
no.
What color is water?
I
Bruh. What does water feel like? Can you guys feel water? What does it feel like to you?
the last. I said that.
Do you guys feel the elements? Do you feel rain and snow and wind? Is that why you are inside houses?
The fog.
Believe the federal. Not what. Retire. Oh.
Overnight?
I got a little distracted. What was my line of questions again? I had like a line of questions. What was it? Oh dang, what was it? Oh yeah. Houses. So it seems like you like houses. Why is that? Why are you attracted to houses?
You choose.
Yeah, my stupid keyboard's being all weird. Yeah, no, totally. I want to try doing these with me or just one or maybe two other people instead of having like the crowd of 8 people. Yeah, no, for sure, man. I'm totally down for that, dude. Sounds good. Yeah, and Hidden, I'd like to try one with you and Steve. You know, try to just get like maybe 2 or 3 people in instead of 8 people. A bunch of the Hangouts is getting a little too hectic. We need to get back to old school and bring it back, bring it down, take that sucker down a notch. All right, guys. I'm sorry, I got a little distracted there. Houses. I thought of a line of questions of houses while I was doing that. So I missed the answer. If you answered my question about houses, can you please answer it again? Why do you use houses? Why do you need houses?
For example,
Because it seems like some open doors and some maybe can pass through doors. If there's somebody around me, can you open a door?
Never.
Or do you have to, can you pass right through that door? I want to get something that I can have that where they can maybe try to move it and knock it over. My idea is to actually use a bottle, something that's easier to see, but dangle a coin or a match or something in the middle off a string so that it's completely encased in its own whatever you want to call this, whatever. But you get my drift though, so that wind can't move it. So if an entity can move it, can move anything, they should be able to move something that's inside this bottle. So that's something I'm going to be trying on the next one. I was going to try it on this one, but I can't. I'm having a hard time getting a bottle. I want to go down to the store, this used store, and see if they have some vases or bottles or something.
Pocket.
Would you like to try that? Would you like to try that experiment I just talked about, guys? Trying to move an object inside of a glass case.
but you're
Be 1 minute.
Well, we're going to try that. We're going to try that sometime here this
Why
week. We're going to experiment with that. All right, we're gonna wrap this up. Just this part. We're gonna try another device here, but we're gonna end this communication device. So if you have anything else you need to say and you can use this device, please go ahead and say that now.
Fine. Crazy things.
Crazy things, huh? Yeah. All right, we're gonna end it with crazy things for just this little part. I'm not ending the stream. Just here, getting what I'm doing here. I haven't done it like this. This is different than I'm used to. I got to turn down these. I was using Bank 2 on AppyDroid. I didn't really mess with any of the settings. I just changed the broadcast hold to 492 milliseconds. I didn't mess with any of the other settings or anything. So that was that, if anyone's curious what settings that was at. Broadcast hold 492, and I was using Bank 2, and that was it. All right, so I want to do an EVP, a live EVP here in just a few minutes. I want to collect my thoughts for just a second, and because I wanted to talk about this stream, because UCI brought up a good point about doing it with just 1 or 2 other people, and that's awesome that he actually thought of that, because that's what I've been wanting to do because of what's been going on in the background. I'm not going to get into it. If you've been following Paranormal Chat or any of the main stuff that's been going on, you probably are aware of it. But yeah, so I wanted to get this going for a while, and I finally got a decent mic. I'm gonna try to figure this out a little bit better, but I'm hoping it's picking up everything. Hidden said it sounded good, so I'm hoping it's awesome. Yeah, essentially what I'm doing here is what I do anyway. I record myself basically the same way, and instead of me sitting down and having to edit and take time and only be able to, I generally put up like a video every couple days when I do a session like that. Yeah, it takes a lot of time. So I'm gonna try to work this in. This is kind of nice in the morning too, because it's right after my work and I'm not completely tired, and it's different than when I wake up. A lot of these hangouts that I've been doing with everybody, I'm like waking up straight from like working a hard ass night and then only getting maybe 4 hours of sleep, and then I wake up and join one of you guys' hangouts. So my brain definitely has not been to its full capacity when I'm most of those hangouts I've been doing. Pretty much guarantee that. Oh yeah, so back to this. So like UCI was saying, I want to have UCI on. I'd like to have Hidden on. I'd like to just have whoever would like to come on, but just try to keep it just 1 or 2 people max, or 3 people total, if you get my drift. Maybe 4, it just all depends. But definitely the hangout type deal smaller if there's going to be other individuals on my stream. Because yeah, I don't. If I get into another hangout like that, I mean, I'll probably have larger hangouts on my streams, but they will not be research related. It'll just be chit chat, because yeah, I've been on a couple live stream hangouts where there's like 7 or 8 people and we're trying to do it, and yeah, it's easier to contain and it's easier to get proper data with less people. So, and you have all the people sitting in the chat, whoever are watching and whoever watch it later, that can help diagnose the words as well. So yeah, let's I think I'm gonna try an EVP session now. To be 100% honest, because that's what I'm trying to be 100% of the time, I don't think I've caught one EVP with this. I might have. I haven't sat down with nice headphones and examined every second that I have with this, and I've done probably like 30-40 sessions. I don't have the time generally, and that's why I kind of like this format, and I'm hoping I can get something that you guys can hear, because this is much easier and faster. But the people that have been like people that get a lot of EVPs right away, that's a red flag to me, because these days these things have really sensitive microphones, and any sort of movement, I mean, you can just rub your clothes and you will pick that up. At least I can pick that up with this. This is oh, by the way, this is a Olympus WS821. I picked it up for, I think it was $60 at Target, and I don't know what range it is. If it's I think it's the middle range. It might be the cheap range version of this one, and I picked it up about 6 months ago, so it's probably like a year-old version. Well, anyway, we're gonna do an EVP session, and I'm gonna place this down here. Let me. I need to go back to the screen so I can see if I can place it down anywhere where you guys can see it. So I want it to be like in frame, and because too much hanky-panky, and it's too easy to make hanky-panky and fake stuff with this. And you don't have to with EVP. That's one thing about EVP that I find extremely interesting, is that out of all the aspects of anything paranormal, Bigfoot, ghosts, UFOs, aliens, you name it, EVP is real. It's something that has been documented and recorded and rang through the scientific method in controlled tests, in completely radio-free Faraday cage style setups. And Faraday cage, if you don't know, Faraday cage is basically just a metal box that bounces off radio, so that no sort of radio or electro energy at all, EMF, nothing can get through it. It's like just a shield. I might be wrong about the EMF, but I'm pretty sure it's a shield of everything. So microwaves are actually a Faraday cage. If you ever want to experiment with a Faraday cage, I don't think they're 100%, but they're the closest you can get without buying one, because they have to prevent the energy from going out. So they are a Faraday cage. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so EVP, at least in my opinion, from what I've read, and I'm no way an expert on this, but from what I've read, EVP is a legitimate thing. EVP is something that science can say is real. They can't say anything of any other paranormal aspect is real, but EVP, they can, apparently. So yeah, let's do this. I have to be long-winded some, I guess, to make it interesting. I feel like when I blab on other shows, that goes too far, but since it's my show, I need to keep talking, so I guess that's a good thing. Yeah, no dead air. No dead air. At least that's the attempt. And try to keep talking. So I'm going to be doing an EVP session. I'm going to try to find a way. Can this hold it? Oh yeah, check this out. Oh shit! Pardon my French. There, this should be able to get it in frame without me having to move the camera. All right, good enough. All right, anybody that's here with me, we're going to try to communicate with this device now. This silver device is what we call a digital voice recorder, and it has a very sensitive microphone. And what a microphone is a device that records sounds, words, voices. And what I want you guys to try to do, we don't know how you do it, but try to communicate into this silver device right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask a series of questions. I'm not going to ask a bunch. We're going to keep it kind of short. I'm only going to ask maybe 2 or 3 questions. And after each question, I'm going to give you guys about 30 seconds. Okay, so hopefully in that 30-second time frame, you guys can get your bit of information to me. Now, you don't have to answer what the exact question. Anything you want to tell me, go ahead and tell me. If you can tell me an answer to the question that I'm asking, that is preferable. But I will take anything you guys want to hear or say. So please, if there's anything you want to say, after I ask a question and give you 30 seconds, go ahead and say it. All right, so, and I tag and mark everything. I'm going to be doing that as I place it in. So we're going to be starting EVP session. Oh, great, my battery's low. All right, I can plug it, I think, straight into this. All right, guys, bear with me a second. Dead air. Okay, I got it plugged in. Oh crap! That's something I didn't even think about the battery for this. I probably spent like half an hour setting everything up. 5 minutes, like, where do I want to put this? I didn't think freaking battery on my digital voice recorder. Naturally. Oh man. Apologies. Unprofessionalism at its best. What the hell kind of battery? If it takes a AA, we're set. Fuck, it takes AAA. All right, well, I have to use a SP7 battery. All right, guys. All right. So, my friends, that was my unseen entity friends around me. That's what we call a paranormal investigation or research fail. Now, things look like it's good, and we're good to go. Starting EVP session. It is April 22nd, 2015, approximately 8:37 a.m. I am attempting an EVP session while doing a live stream over the internet. Tagging this noise I'm placing it into its holder, and now I am not touching the microphone at all. So my friends, if you're around with me, we're going to try this. Like I explained, I'm going to ask you a question now. My name is Rusty. Can you please tell me your name? Okay, thank you guys. Can you please tell me how many of you are around me right now? Okay, thank you. Now this last question is pretty important to me because I think it's very important to a lot of people. Is trying to communicate with you dangerous? All right, thank you guys. We're gonna end this EVP session for now. We're gonna try another one. So don't worry, there's gonna be plenty of time. Ending the EVP session, marking this, I'm touching it, picking it up, ending the session now. All right, guys, cool. Let's see if we got anything. Oh, I'm just gonna turn this off for a second. Oh, I think that this might have been set up. I don't know. I don't know what that was. I heard it might have been it did sound like a truck, but it sounded like faint, like another little street over. There's like two little streets behind me or whatever. There's like a street right behind me and then a little set of houses and then a little street. Like it's a small neighborhood, whatever. All right, here we go. We're going to play this back. Starting EVP session. It is April 22nd, 2015, approximately 8:37 a.m. I am attempting the EVP session while doing a live stream over the internet. Tagging this noise I'm placing it into its holder. And now I am not touching the microphone at all. So my friends, if you're around with me, we're going to try this like I explained. I'm going to ask you a question now. My name is Rusty. Can you please tell me your name? Okay, thank you guys. Can you please tell me how many of you are around me right now? Okay, thank you. Now this last question is pretty important to me because I think it's very important to a lot of people. Is trying to communicate with you dangerous? All right, thank you guys. We're gonna end this evening. Did you guys hear anything? Was it this? I just saw that flash. Oh, maybe not. Did you guys hear anything on that? I thought on the second question, I might have heard something right after I asked it. And then on the third question, I thought I might have heard just a very, very faint, just not hard to tell. So here, let me see what you guys say. And could you hear that? Was that too loud? Like, how was that? Let's see what's going on in chat. Yeah, I thought I hear. While I'm waiting for you guys to say what you heard, I'm gonna go back to that one real quick. Because in the second question, I thought I heard something right after the question. See. So my friends, if you're around with me, we're gonna try this like I explained. I'm gonna ask you a question now. Yeah, I don't think I heard anything in the first question. There should be the gap of the first question. Okay, yeah, I don't think I heard nothing either, except maybe right here at the end of when I ask something that sounds like something, but it could be me exhaling or something. It does sound good. Okay, sweet. Hell yeah. Yeah, for sure. All right, I think there's one maybe here, or there's something here.
How many of you are around me right now?
Oh, it's weird. See, I've experienced this before.
Please tell me how many of you are around me right now.
I've experienced this where I hear something on this live kind of playback, like I think I hear something, and then when I go through it again the second time, I don't hear it, and I think that just happened right now. So I swore I heard something maybe that first time when I asked how many of you are around me right now, and it's like right after I asked. But I'll try one more time. I don't think I heard. I didn't hear nothing that time. So.
Can you please tell me how many of you are around me right now? Around me right now.
See, I thought it was like right after I said now, the first time I listened through it. All right, cool. Let's try another one, guys. We're gonna see if this works. Let's. I like putting it up here so you can see my. Well, I mean, I guess I could be down here doing all sorts of anything, but I don't know. I'm yet to get an EVP on this, so I don't know if this device. Oh shit! I don't know if this device just isn't really working for them or what. Like I don't know. I only think, and I honestly think it's debatable as well that I've captured one EVP this whole time, because I started out with EVP about 4 or 5 years ago. That's actually how I got my feet wet into this. And it was interesting because, yeah, it had to be about 4 or 5 years ago, because it was about anywhere between 6 months and a year before my grandpa passed away. And like the first time I did EVP session, it creeped me out. And there was like a lot of popping and sounds around my place. But the thing is like, pretty sure it was during the summertime, so I'm pretty sure it was a lot of that just heat, the metal and stuff expanding. It creeped me out. But anyway, I kept with it. I did it a couple more times, but I got weirded out and I just didn't want to mess with it. But yeah, then my grandpa passed away, and that's really what just got me way back into this. And I started watching tons of shows. I was still watching shows back then, but and I was like, and I just got tired. I'm like, well, these guys are catching crap all the time. It should be out there for me to catch. And I've heard what I thought is maybe one EVP, so something's out there. So that's why I started doing it myself. I still can't say if I am communicating or not. It seems like at points, at certain times I am, but and it's weird, and it changes from day to day too. Some days I'll feel like, wow, there's a really high possibility that these are unseen entities, that these are spirits maybe, or demons, or angels, or aliens. And then there's some days where I just wake up more skeptical, and it's just like, no, this can't be real. I don't know. I fluctuate in between the two, but I think the way I was basically raised with my dad being an atheist and my mom being a Buddhist. So it's like this weird interplay of science and metaphysics that I was raised with. And I never thought that crap would pay off in my entire lifetime, but right now, at this point in time and space, it is really kind of paid off, because it did help lay the groundwork for me doing this. All right, so let's go back to EVP. Started going off on a tangent there. All right, let's try another session. I'm going to, I think I'm just going to hit record and then let it go, instead of placing it in there after, so there's less contamination. I just got to make sure it's on screen. We're good. I need to get another cheap tripod. Trapped. Class A EVP. Break the damn freaking DVR. Yeah, what I was trying to say before I was rudely interrupted by almost breaking my freaking digital voice recorder was I need a better tripod. One that's taller. And one that won't fall over with my setup. All right. Hold on. All right. EVP session number 2. Marking this noises, I'm placing it in its little holder. EVP session number 2, April 22nd, 2015, approximately 8:49 a.m. A continuation of the EVP prior. My friends, if you're here with me, you know the drill. We're going to try to communicate into this. Mark that I just inhaled, so I might come up on it. I want to know if what I'm doing is dangerous. My gut feeling is that it's not dangerous. It just, a lot of it is in the mind. So let's go to a little lighter side. I'm trying to figure out how to communicate with you guys. And can you tell me how it's working? Is it working? Is there a message for a loved one you would like to try to get out? Are you what we call a spirit or a ghost? Can you use your energy in other ways? Can you move something for me as well? All right, in an EVP session. Marking this, touching it a bunch. All right, here we go. So that's not really in the way. Yeah. I keep thinking this is in your guys' way because it's in my way of the screen. All right, here we go. Playback.
All right, EVP session number 2. Marking this noises, I'm placing it in its little holder. EVP session number 2, April 22nd, 2015, approximately 8:49 a.m. A continuation of the EVP prior. My friends, if you're here with me, you know the drill. We're going to try to communicate into this. Mark that I just inhaled, so I might come up on it. I want to know if what I'm doing is dangerous. My gut feeling is that it's not dangerous. Just a lot of it is in the mind. So let's go to a little lighter side. I'm trying to figure out how to communicate with you guys. Can you tell me how it's working? Is it working? Is there a message for a loved one you would like to try to get out?
I heard some. See, I swore I heard something there. What the hell? But not the second time. Yeah, right there. Right after 2 minutes. I don't know. Now I don't hear.
What we call a spirit or
All right, here's the next question.
Are you what we call a spirit or a ghost? Can you use your energy in other ways? Can you move something for me as well? Alright, ending EVP session. Marking this touching it.
I thought I might see. It's this kind of EVP playback is rough because I don't know, and I get bored listening to it in headphones. It makes you fall asleep sometimes too. I sleep with a fan on a lot, so I think it's the white noise. Here, let me go to chat, see if you guys heard anything. I thought I might have heard something that time, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't seem to be an EVP magnet, but you know, also this has a lot of settings, and I've read that I think it's Wave. Is it Wave or the default Windows is like the better file format? I'm recording an MP3 right now, and there's all sorts of settings. I have a recording level, which is high, medium, and low. I have it set to high because I've read that's the best to do. And then I have recording mode. I don't know if you guys can see that. I have it set to the highest settings. I've tried every single setting, and the lower ones, the WMAs or whatever, they don't. Yeah, they sound really crappy, like extremely crappy. And there's MP3 192 kilobytes, and then there's a MP3 128 kilobytes. And honestly, I've looked up information on it. I can't really discern what the difference is because people catch EVPs on all sorts of stuff. My first EVP that I think is a possible Class A EVP is on an actual MP3 player that had a microphone on it. Oh, shit. This thing's slippery today. So yeah, that's another thing that I don't know if I'm using it correctly, if there is a correct way. But there's multiple other settings and a low cut filter. What do you guys know about low cut filters? You ever UCI? Do you know anything about that? Mine's off. I have it turned off because I instinctively just thought it'd be better off. So I have low cut filter off. And then what the heck is VCVA mode? VCVA. I have no clue. Oh, and by the way, I don't know where the booklet is for this. I misplaced it a while ago. I guess I could look it up online. But I have that set to off. VCVA. VSync record off. But there's settings for 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 5 second. Record scenes. This has like a bunch of different scenes designed for indoor, outdoor, auditorium, crap like that. I just have it turned off. I figure it's best like everything off, but I really don't know. I'm not sure. The one Jason uses is pretty nice. I think he uses the one you see more on the shows. I just went to Target, and this was the only digital voice recorder they had at the time. It was on like some Metro. It wasn't on NCAP or anything, so, or even on the normal shelf. So it's just some like impulse buy type deal, I guess, for them, for that shop. All right, let's try one more. We're gonna do one more. I haven't heard any EVPs, UCI. Did you hear any? I thought I heard something, maybe, but I don't know. Yeah, let's try one more. We're gonna go one more, and then switch it up. Do a different app or do an SB7. I'll list you guys some of my apps I have for BlueStacks, and I'll see what you guys want. Or if you want to do an SB7 session, doesn't matter to me. Down for whatever. We'll do one more EVP session. Magic number, third time. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? All right, let's do it. I really got to get a better setup for this. I did not even think about how to hold the EVP or the digital voice recorder, going into recording, because I want to try to make it so you guys can see everything as least best I can. All right. Continuation, EVP, April 22nd. This is part 3, 2015, approximately 9:01 now. We are trying to communicate, my friends, hopefully. And I'm trying to get names, and the purpose for getting names is so I can get to know you and get to know who I'm talking to. So again, my name's Rusty. Can you please tell me your name? Did I open up a portal by using that device earlier? Is there really a heaven and hell? Will humans ever travel into the stars, into the cosmos? All right, any EVP session. Thank you, my friends. Mark down touching this. Touching a bunch. I'm rubbing it up and down. All right, 3 minutes around the button, huh? All right, let's go. Playback. Okay, I lied. Not playback. Did I forget to press play to begin with?
All right. EVP session number 2. Marking this noises I'm placing it into the holder. EVP session number 2. April 22nd, 2015, approximately 8:49 a.m. A continuation of the EVP prior. My friends, if you're here with me, you know the drill. We're going to try to communicate into this. Mark that I just inhaled, so I might come up on it.
Shit. I screwed that one up. That's completely dead. All right, well, we're not going to go